and welcome to this amazing platform. I am Shruti, your French trainer. Do you know? Today's session is going to be super exciting because today we are going to learn about les verbes pronominaux. As you can see here, les verbes pronominaux. So, here we will learn about the concept of pronominal verbs. We will learn how to conjugate it and we will also see some examples. Now let's get started. So here we have a definition of les verbes pronominaux. Let us read this. Les verbes pronominaux are verbs where the subject and the object, let me highlight this, subject and the object of the action are the same. I hope till here it is clear to you. Now, the action reflects back on the person performing it. So, this sentence was very easy, we can say, and it was very much clear to you. Now, what is les verbes pronominaux or pronominal verbs? So, in English, we call it as reflexive verbs, and the person, when he does action upon himself, it is called the reflexive verbs or pronominal verbs. Now, let's move further. Here, it says reflexive verbs are always used with a reflexive pronoun. It is very, very important. So, let us put a little star here. Don't worry, we will also learn about reflexive pronoun. Now, the reflexive pronoun always comes before the verb. Again, I am putting a little star because before the verb is very important. It is telling us where to put our reflexive pronoun in a sentence. Now, moving further, we have a table where we have sujet. So, personal pronoun in French, I call it as sujet. Let me write it down. I call it as, I'm writing it again. So, I call it as sujet, or simply you can call it as personal pronoun. Here we have reflexive pronoun. So this is very important if you want to construct a sentence using les verbes pronominaux. Now, je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, elle. It is very much clear to you. So there is no need to explain. Now, me, ce, nous, vous, ce. Now here me becomes myself. Ce becomes yourself. So becomes itself, himself, herself. Nous becomes ourselves. Now here, vous becomes yourselves. So again becomes themselves. So here we have a difference and again a difference. It is used here. It is used for the singular subject and it is used here for the plural subject. Now, let's go further and let's jump into the detail of pronominal verbs. So now we have an example. Here we can see this example. Se laver. Now, se laver, I know that you don't know the meaning of se laver. It is a verb. It is a pronominal verb. Because all the verb pronominaux or les verbes pronominaux, they will always contain this se, se, se. Alright, so se laver means, as you can see here in the picture, that is to wash. To wash anything. For example, to wash your hair or to wash your hands, for example. So, if you want to say that I wash, in English we do not say I wash myself, you wash yourself. But in French we do say I wash myself, and hence we use les verbes pronominaux because the subject, the person is doing the action on himself. For example, if I say, I am washing my hands. So, if I want to construct this sentence in French, so I will not say I am washing my hands. I will say je me lave les mains. That is, I wash my hands myself. Now, here that is, as you can see, to wash. Now, how to conjugate les verbes pronominaux? So here we have subject, reflexive, pronoun. As we can go back, reflexive pronoun. So me, te, se, nous, vous, ce. So with je we will use me, with tu we will use te, with elle we will use ce, with nous we will use nous, with vous we will use vous, with elle we will use ce. Now, je me lave, tu te laves. So here again subject, reflexive pronoun, and then our verb, conjugated verb. Elle se lave, as you can see here. Nous nous lavons, vous vous lavez, elle se lave. Now, the conjugation remains same. Remember how to conjugate the present tense. So, for all the three group of verbs, that is for aya group of verb, for ia group of verb, and for ari group of verb, if we have to conjugate the les verbes pronominaux in present tense, so the conjugation we will use the present tense conjugation. The only difference is that we have to add the pronouns, that is the reflexive pronouns. I hope that it is clear to you. Now, let's move further. So, every sentence can be constructed into negative sentence. Now, here we are going to learn about the negative form. So, this is, let me write it down here. This is our rule. You have to learn it. If you want to construct a negative sentence using les verbes pronominaux or reflexive verbs. So, sujet, now we are very much clear of what is sujet. Sujet means je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, elle. Ne, obviously, if we construct the simple negative sentence, we use ne and then pas. So, I have just written sujet plus ne plus verb. As you already know that you have to add pas. That is the reason that I didn't mention here pas. Because with ne, we are obliged to add pas. So, it is a common sense. Now, sujet plus ne plus verb and then the rest of your sentence. So, we have an example here. It says, je ne m'appelle pas Thomas. Okay. So, let's try to construct this sentence in a positive sentence. Let me write it down here. Je m'appelle Thomas. So, this we have positive sentence and this we have negative sentence. This is also a construction of les verbes pronominaux. Why? Because I have used here reflexive pronoun. Always remember, in front of vowel and h mute, your reflexive pronoun, that is me, te, se, and so on, you will remove e because two vowels cannot sit together. So here, that's why I have written m apostrophe appelle Thomas. So now, this sentence say je m'appelle Thomas. It means you can call me Thomas or my name is Thomas. But if you want to say my name is not Thomas or I am not called as Thomas, so we will write it in a negative sentence. So it becomes je ne m'appelle pas Thomas. According to the rule, we have sujet first of all, then we have no, then we have reflexive pronoun, then we have the verb, and then we have pas, and then the rest of the sentence. Now, the negative sentence is clear to you, I am pretty sure. Let's move further. So, here we come to the exercises. So here it is les exercices. Now let us try to read the question. It says, complete the sentences with the present tense of the reflective verb. Remember, in this level, we will only learn how to conjugate les verbes pronominaux in present tense. We also learn in higher levels like in A2, B1 and B2 how to conjugate or how to construct the pronominal verbs in past tense. But right now we are only going to concentrate on our present tense, that is present tense of pronominal verbs. So here we have total 5 questions. So in the bracket we have given you infinitive form of the verb. So these are infinitive verbs. What do you have to do? You have to see or check these subjects and you have to conjugate the verbs in reflexive verbs or in pronominal verbs. So now you can pause the video for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and you can complete your answers. That was all for today. I hope that today's concept was interesting and is clear to you. So, thank you and I would say merci.